What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV, the first ever live episode that you guys will be watching after, but we're filmed in front of a live studio audience. Now,
Die, please.
I love it. So it is episode 132, and I am blessed with some ugly motherfuckers or some beautiful special guests, depends how you look at them, but I will introduce the first one, and it will be Jacob from Gloucester Lane, because he wasn't expecting it this time, but here we are. And he's really tall, and he's like girthy too. Hello.
Wow. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What an intro.
Just depends how you want it, really. Like, you know, there we go. Well, no, because I've got on my watch, see, so... Oh, is he bald? No, he's not.
No,
For everyone playing at
plenty of
home.
hair there.
And I want to introduce my other beautiful sidekick, Mr. JC, Jack in the
Good
Bottle.
intro.
Please,
Side
come on
piece.
down. Sorry, side
Sorry,
piece.
let's get it right.
Side piece. Okay, now I'm probably not going to break any glassware this time, but we're going to try our best, and we're going to navigate. That is how we do things around here. So, gents, I have a bottle in front of me. Not one that you'd find in Australia, but here we are nonetheless. So, let me kind of get some glassware, because I remembered last time that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous. It's fine.
I'm so fucking nervous.
Glass number 2.
Glass number 2. So Denver and Lily are going to send me a new glass.
Lily.
So Denver and Lily.
It's never not going to be funny.
No, they will send me a new glass. So I do love them, and you know, all the whole fuck them. You know, that was fun while it lasted. Now we can't say fuck them because they're actually being nice and going to send me new stuff. So I'm going to kick this off with what the fuck is that piece of fur? Hello. I'm gonna put you, sir, on uncappy and
Uncappy?
bottle poppy duty because I have the camera recording over there at whatever that is. Yeah, we just throw stuff on the floor. Yeah, go on. Blow on it.
I mean, that was even worse.
Ah, fuck it. That's done. That's done.
Done. Alright, well, I'll put you on. No.
Pour duty?
No, you go, man.
This is gonna be.
Just season the table. There you go.
This is
Pour
where
some
we're at.
homies.
Done. Okay, so if you guys haven't guessed and you can't see by the bottle, it is 3-chord rye whiskey. It is part of the Amplify blend, which is just a standard release for them. I don't know if I can see you're in it, but I really feel like I can move the camera over a little bit. But
Yeah.
I probably
It's too
could.
late now.
Is it though? No, I feel like it'd be good for content. I'm gonna move it anyway. Sorry, slide past it. I want to get real close.
This is going to be real close.
I think it's how people get pregnant.
We learned about that in school.
Did you?
Yeah.
I want to move this the right way. It makes it good for content. Actually, it
I
can.
don't think you know how content works.
You're just not shooting the right content. There we go. That's probably better. Oh no, I just want to get real close. Hello. I haven't seen you in a bit. So while you guys are sniffing the absolute fuck out of that, it, as I said, 3-chord Amplify, which is their standard blend, is what they're just releasing for everyone to pick up. This is batch 9. I believe they are running like batch 15 or whatever it is. It's probably gone higher now. It is 95 proof or 47% ABV, running an undisclosed cask and a mash bill of 95.5. So everyone's like, yes, it's MGP or something. But they do disclose that it is a distillery from Indiana and Kentucky as well. Now, in Australia, you cannot buy it, but it is $45 US and not age stated as well, in case you guys were chasing, I guess, a age statement on it. So it's very interesting to kind of like jump into it, considering that MGP does run, I guess, aged whiskey there, considering it's rye as well. And they're just like, no, we're going to put out like allegedly 3-year stock and some younger stuff mixed in as well, non-age stated, and there you go. Now you guys are obviously getting a good grip on it, so you guys are going to be fun for our little nose, palate and finish there. But I'll kick it off with a little bit of info. So there's not much info on the website, and since this isn't really available globally and not many people are doing reviews on it, I can't get too much information, but I'm going to work with what I have. So 3 chord was started by Neil Giraldo. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Because he wanted to shake up the whiskey industry. Considering it's basically just dominated by like your major players, but no one was doing like real blending stuff other than like Barrel that's recently come on the scene. Everyone else, I don't actually have a period of time where he did start the company, but I assume it was only recently, considering that this was batch 9. So, and I picked that up earlier this year. Now, the name 3 chord comes from 3 separate parts, being flavour, structure, and finish. Flavour is obvious. It's obviously like the nose as you're tasting it, everything else, all those notes you get, flavour, right? Secondly is structure. Now, structure comes from this proprietary blending process they use. I can't even get the word out. We got there, second time, we're good. Proprietary blending process. Thirdly, the finish comes from that feeling you get when you finish a song and you want an encore.
That is wanky.
That's super wanky. But it's coming from like the marketing department, so I'm like, do you know what? We'll run it, because there's not much information on the website, because whether no one's A, buying it, B, no one wants it, or C, it's just not available globally, so the market isn't really there for it. But either way, I'm pretty keen to kind of hook in. You guys have got a good grasp on it. So hopefully it's not like, because oh fuck, that's grassy. But obviously it is also Rye July as well, so, or Jul-Rye, or Friday, or Fry Friday, or Rye Friday.
Don't have a stroke, calm down.
We did this last week, and I was just kind of like,
You get stuck in a loop. Yeah.
a loop.
You say
Yeah.
the same thing over and over again.
Loops are good. We like loops. But yeah, so that's kind of where we ended up for that. So I kind of want to remember where I was going, but I forgot. So I'm a little bit lost. It's gonna break me. Okay, so I kind of want to kick into the nose there. So typically with MGP stuff and the early MGP stuff, it's super grassy. I remember that from the States craft that we were playing with in Australia. I don't know if you ever tried some, JC.
Probably not.
I do have a bottle sitting down there so we can taste it. But it was basically just MGP juice imported over into Australia and then rebottled for the Australian market. Hopefully Kieran is doing well, because I haven't heard from him in a minute. So just down the bottom in my Aussie stuff. Yeah, it's basically full still. He sent me a cast strength something or other, and I'll try it. I was like, it's good. It's just MGP. You can't go wrong. But yeah, the younger MGP stuff is super grassy. So like just straight off the bat, I was like, yeah, that's like mentholy.
Fucking stereotypical.
Yeah, like
MGP.
you know it's MGP. Just like, and that's not even me trying to be wanky. That's like nosing that, and you're just like, yeah, it's mentholy, it's grassy.
Citrusy a little bit.
Yeah, you've got that
Oh yeah, that orange.
pepper note. You've got
Is it like an orange zest kind of?
Yeah, I'm going with that.
Like it's probably what I get if I'm like I guess slicing an orange peel and then kind of like spritzing it for like an
Oils?
old fashioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
I'll give you that.
Oh, fucking wanky. Too many old fashions.
Spritz it. There you go.
Spritzing with jazz.
Don't say weird stuff.
I just said a weird thing. Now people get awkward and they're like,
There's another note. I can't pick what it is though.
it's not spritzing.
No, it's not spritzing.
Spritzing with the Fiends. Maybe that's
But-
what the episode should be called.
Oh, the titles and stuff that you're supposed to do.
Yes.
But like, this is already way more interesting than the fucking
Oh, and last week's.
week's.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. like way more interesting.
It's funny because I know
But
that.
they're the same ABV-ish
Yeah.
area. This is 45 versus 47.5.
Like I'm getting a lot more notes out of
Yeah.
this as we kind of like run through it as well.
Last
It's
week was
more
very
lively.
So yeah, okay. Well, moving ahead, so we'll go palate. What do you guys feel like?
Again, you get those rice spice notes,
Mhm.
those like grassy, herbaceous
Mhm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of caramel and vanilla.
Mhm.
Nothing massive though. The taste young. So
Get a little bit of licorice,
Yeah.
like a sweetness to it, but yeah, like the youth doesn't take over because it is like quite young whiskey, but it's not
Mhm.
super like
no, it's not
you
super
get,
grain
like
forward.
apple or like
Yeah.
grain, like it's It's a good palate. Like I like that.
No, yeah, it's good.
Actually, I'm gonna jump ahead, but I'm getting a little bit of apple in the finish there.
It's not like that green apple note.
Yeah,
No.
It's like a
fret, like that.
Yeah, no, more of a
Fret.
stewed apple.
Yeah.
Kind of like 4 apple pies from Macca's kind of vibe.
again. It's come up somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
You and your Macca's pies.
Love a good Macca's pie, let me tell you. Not as good as a cream pie.
Fuck off. I literally just took a sip and nearly spat it over.
That is my goal every time I go on the podcast with Mike and Wayne, and it's like if I can make Mike choke on his whiskey, I'm a happy boy. So I've done it every other time. So like if I can get you to spit it on camera, that's
No, like it's good body, good whatever you want to call it.
because I find it like this is relatively thin. Maybe it's just me, but I'm like, or maybe it's what I'm coming off of. But it's
Compared to the from before.
yeah.
Yeah, this is thinner than that, but it's just trying to think back to last week. Like last week's one was very thin. This is
Yeah, I like that. Good proof, good price point. That's fine. If you're in the US, it's good price point.
yeah, 45 imported. You'd be looking at 90, $100. I pay $100 for that.
All day. All day.
3 years, so you compare it to like
We've got Willet
I
here.
was gonna say Willet, but that's now 4 years. But
Yeah.
that's still.
Oh, you can still find some like Willets kicking
Trees.
around for Bria. That's like because they're not single barrels, they're blended. So
get a small batch.
yeah, you know. So like, hey, even if we were to see this land for what $120, it,
I think it'd do alright. I think that'd do well.
Yeah, I think. We're,
yeah. Well, there we go. Well, what Honey Barrel? I reckon Honey Barrel could probably pick it up. $120. They're not doing much.
Barrel, yeah. I don't know else would bring it in. I can't see Awesome doing it.
No,
Couldn't see the barrel house.
no. There we go.
You can't go wrong with MGP, right?
No,
So
that's-
something's got MGP.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's gonna be a good time.
but you can obviously taste that there's something else other than
Mm.
MGP in there. Like
Mm.
there's some of those Kentucky notes. Like you got a bit more of that caramel note than you do in the MGP. You've got a bit more like that orange note. that
You're
was
welcome to
sort of
put yourself
like
more.
No, I'm smelling empty glass now.
It's always fun.
Mm.
No, too.
It's still grassy, but not super grassy.
No. Like not real young grassy, but as I did say earlier, like 3 years is probably that sweet spot for rye.
Yeah.
Like
It's
3 to
good.
4 years, obviously, like you go older, older the better, but you're just raising the cost for what? Like you're still going to hit some solid stuff at like 3 or 4 years old. So
I like that. Good mouthfeel. Good
Mm.
little bit of spice there. Not too much.
I might move into the finish then and see if you guys want to. And you guys kind of basically covered it, but just for point of reference.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it's not like a long finish, but it's like
I'd say the finish for me is the weakest part of it because the finish is a bit. It just kind of drops off. Like it's not bad.
it's not
It just-
short,
it just,
but it's not.
like
Yeah.
spice. Then that
Which
one's
is kind of disappointing. It's the opposite of what they're trying to sell. And this just like the finish comes from the feeling you get when you're hearing like the perfect song, and it's like I don't feel like this is the perfect part of the whiskey. I feel like the nose and like that mouthfeel and the palate, like they're banging. Then when it comes to finish, it's like it's a
I think the nose is
medium range. Yeah, like we're just getting so much from that nose as well. Kind of just
Yeah, black pepper. You get a little of that licorice stuff that you said.
I'm getting more caramel as it sits in the
Yeah, caramel. A bit of not like dill almost. Like you just like a lot of those stereotypical MGP.
yeah.
notes.
But like, there's nothing wrong with MGP juice.
No.
Like people.
It's just not like as harsh as you normally find.
No. And do you know what? If we can get cheap MGP barrels, I'm all for that.
100%.
Like, why? The more juice, the better.
I think it's good.
Happy customers, more whiskey in Australia. We're all for that. Yeah. You know, all right. Well, let's break it down. Went down. Too much for the finish. Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
I gave my apple pie note. My stewed apple. You said like there's plenty of rye spice there on the finish. I'll say
It has
like,
that
medium
sweetness
finish
to
as
it.
well.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
I feel
short
like-
to medium. It's not
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, okay. So point of reference for last time, it's definitely longer. It's twice as long as what it was last time. So go
Yeah.
like short to medium, probably closer to the medium side,
Yeah.
which is really enjoyable. Which kind of circling back to last week, then it's interesting to say that Iconic think that their farm style crop 3 was like the best for their range of what their employees think.
Yeah. And that was a 3 a 6 and a 9 year blend.
Yeah.
Or a 10 year
Oh,
blend.
10 year,
whatever.
yeah. Yeah, 10 year.
That's better. That's better than that.
And that's
Yeah.
going to be
I think that
18 months to 36 months probably.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to
That's
send a couple of samples to Iconic, get them to do a side by side. Like I'll have
Yeah.
someone around here and give them a side by side. I'm all for that.
We know you are.
Down for anything that involves whiskey. And then a
Is that
side by
what
side. But yeah, we might wrap it up there. And then,
Wrap it up there, yeah.
Before it gets off the rails too quick.
Yeah.
Because we still have more content to record and we're all for that. So, yeah, let's break it down to our buy, bar, or pass. Now, I feel like I know what way you guys are going to go, but
Yeah.
I will start with JC, and please let us know your thoughts, any kind of notes you want to share, a little bit of insight.
Sure. That for me is a buy, like an easy buy. Good price, like 45. What was it? $45.
$45 US, yeah.
$45, 47.5 proof. Like, I'm all in for that.
Mm.
Some good rye notes, very MGP,
Mm.
like what you want from it.
Yeah. So we'd be talking like landed in Australia, because you normally go like 2.5 to 3 times landed.
Yeah, like I'd pay $120 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Good bottle to have on the shelf. Like I said, the rye spice is good. It's never overpowering. It's youthful. You know it's youthful. You know it's not a 10-year rye. You know it's relatively young,
Mm.
but for me, like it doesn't come across that way too much.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
a
100%.
little bit of sweetness there that rounds it out well. Just a good rye. Well, solid. Buy for me. All day.
Yeah, bar for me. Bar, obviously in Australia, you can look on the other buy. It's good rye, like it's MGP, but it's slightly muted because of that Kentucky stuff, which is helping like sweeten it a bit more, which I think is good. Yeah, it's a fucking good rye.
Totally.
Is that fucking good rye?
Off the record, I might do a side by side with that against the Statescraft as well.
Just to say,
Yeah, just to
fair.
say,
sure.
because we do know that they're running like a relatively younger rye. That bottle's a few years old, so
'Cause that's MGP.
that is also MGP as well. So yeah, okay, and then you've got Buckley's, but that's
Buckley's is 3 years MGP.
oh well, there you go. That's perfect. And what? That's $80,
Less.
or 79 on the shelf, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think it's about here.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It'll
only
be interesting,
40%.
yeah. Okay, well, it'll be interesting to. Well, actually, yeah, alcohol tax and everything else would probably around the 100 mark.
Yeah.
Hell, yeah, that's not bad. I reckon. Yeah, I'm all
Buy.
for that. Yeah, buy 100%. All right, Matt. Well, yeah, thank you everyone
Sweet.
for tuning in. I know that camera stopped recording halfway through,
Why is
and
that?
I don't know. I really want to work that out, so I will have to sort that out. But that one got the whole time anyway, so that's what we're here for. Hopefully done. But that's only for camera cuts anyway, because that's the main
That's
recording.
the-
Yeah, so I'll make it look pretty. But it'll be hard with me here and you beautiful humans. So balances.
You charm.
But stop it. Get that up. I'll lock you up in my little whiskey dungeon. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed these beautiful faces again, because I know Dave enjoyed the last one with the boys comment on YouTube, and I know at this current point of filming that the Friday drop hasn't actually happened yet, because we live in the future and not in the past. So that's what we do.
Lovely.
So yeah, there'll probably content drop and everything else, but you guys will see this a week later, so hopefully I got my shit together. Now, as that's all a buy, hopefully we can actually see some in Australia as well, because it's just fucking cracking juice. But yeah,
Who doesn't want more rye in the market?
Oh,
Like,
oh, especially in July.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's,
Wait,
or maybe mine's spiritual important actually, because they're bringing in a few now. So
Yeah, true. Okay,
they're,
cool.
They're getting more into American stuff. So
Well, maybe I have to invite a couple of people over that actually have like a level of power and go, hey, try this rye, bring this rye in.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got a bottle there and it did not cost me a cent, so maybe that is the buy of the century. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love every single one of you. This is the beautiful JC, and that is Jacob, Jack in the Bottle, Gloucester Lane. I'm Jez. Stay thirsty and love every single one of you motherfuckers. Live studio audience, eat a dick. Peace.